Hi, this is V here. Vera is my name, but V is what everybody calls me. And this video is a how-to on how to update your WordPress Divi theme website, the correct order to do them in. So why do you need to keep these updated? Like the plugins, etc. And you can see here where you've got a circle and a 4 means there's 4 updates. Up at the top and down here you'll see it in orange that it needs updating. Now the reason why you need to keep it updated is hackers will use outdated plugins to try and inject code to access your website and hack your websites. And also WordPress and your themes and the plugins, that's all code and it all needs to work together. And if the plugins and the themes are all outdated and WordPress keeps getting updated, then they're not going to work very well together. So it's in the developer's interest to make sure that they work together, and that's another reason why you want to keep your plugins and your themes and your WordPress all updated. Okay, so how often do you need to do updates? Well, I think you need to do them at a minimum of once a week. More often if you want to. Once every 2 weeks I think is like, that's okay, but any longer than that it's kind of like leaving yourself a bit vulnerable, because it doesn't take long for some hacker to come along and use your unsuspecting outdated plugin to inject some code and take over your website. So it's a good idea to do it regularly, at least once a week or once every 2 weeks at the very longest. When you do updates, it's always important to first do a backup of your website. I'll be doing another how-to on how to set up Updraft Plus to back up your own websites to a location of your choosing. So is there a specific order to do backups? Yes, there is. And the reason why there's a specific order is to give you minimal problems in conflicts on your website. So the order would be, if I click here on the updates and I go to the page where the backups, where the updates need to happen, you will see there's here some plugins and there's some themes here. Now the order to do your updates in is first update the plugins, then you update the themes, and then you update WordPress. Why that order? That's the way you'll get the least conflict happening and the least problems on your website. Sometimes you'll get a conflict and it'll lock you out of your site because you've updated the theme before you've updated the plugins, and the plugin's not compatible with the new theme, so there's a conflict and you're locked out and you can't get in. So that's why I always recommend first the plugins are updated and you just select all the plugins and update them. Then you update the themes, and then you update your WordPress site. So there are options out there for you if you don't want to have to go into the back end of your website every time. I'm just waiting for the updates to take me back to the page. So you'll get this page and you just click here, Return to WordPress Updates page, and it shows you the plugins that were updated. And then you select the themes. If you have a lot of themes, I suggest you delete the ones you don't need, but always, if you're using Divi, you keep Divi and you keep an extra spare one. Just in case something goes wrong with your Divi theme, you want to be able to swap over just to change things, and so that you can still keep your Divi theme. And then go back to WordPress updates page, and then that's pretty much it's done. So there's a lot of agencies and web development businesses that will offer you the service to update and maintain your plugins and your themes, and they also offer a whole lot of other things like doing backups for you and security reports and all sorts of other beautiful fancy things to take your money. You can get into one of those services if you don't want to update it yourself. I do offer this as a service to Netters clients who have the Divi theme, because I think it's also important to stay on top of it. So that's it from me. If you want any more information, just check out the website and just have a look around and see all the other handy little tips and tricks that I'm posting here. And feel free to drop me a line anytime, especially if you have questions. I'm always open to answering those questions. Okay, V signing out. Take care. Bye.